Okay, we are live.
Exactly.
It is so fun to hear myself talk. Welcome back to another episode of ChatGPT, Dad and Me. My name is Yoni.
And I'm Dad.
And today we're going to be talking about how ChatGPT helped me brainstorm a brand new business idea. Currently, what I do is me together with my older brother, who is like the social media star for Thank You Hashem.
Woohoo!
He's like basically their content creator, comes up with the ideas and the production. So him and I teamed up, and now we provide the social media for a kosher restaurant. It's great. It pays the bills. Just kidding. I'm living at home, but yeah, it pays me well. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the work.
He borrows the car too, by the way.
Yeah, borrow my dad's car, eat my dad's food. There's an aspect of the work that I really enjoy, but there's an aspect of it that I don't. And that's because personally, I am a more emotional person, and this content's kind of just like rah-rah, going out on the street, hyping people up. I had done some work previously with an equine therapist. I really enjoyed the process, learning about what she does, going in and videoing it, editing it, the response, everything about it. So I was thinking, okay, what if I took what I'm doing with my brother's social media and offered it to basically wellness centers? Anybody that does breath work or yoga or equine therapy. Yeah, pause for a quick. I'm going to screen share just a couple of the things that I've talked over with ChatGPT and how it helped me really orient myself so I can figure out what it is I wanted to do and what my offering is.
So, Yon, one of the issues that comes up when people are using ChatGPT for this kind of idea generation is, do you feel like you're talking to yourself, or do you really feel like you're getting useful perspectives that help you to develop that new offering, for example?
I think if you don't use it often, or you use it for very basic queries, then the information you're going to get back is very generic and ChatGPT-ish. You know, at this point, if those that like have seen enough work out there that's AI generated, you know, okay, that's ChatGPT. But if you do a lot of deeper work with it, more intense work with it, it learns your voice, it learns about you. And then when you ask it about ideas that are personal,
it references what it knows about you.
It references what it knows about you. And this is going to be cool. So I told ChatGPT, right now, you know, I have one client with my brother. I'm happy. I'm fine with it. So I go, but it's not the most satisfying work, and I want to do work that's more emotional and storytelling. And I tell it, okay, I don't want to do one-off videos because it's not such a high-ticket number. What if I do what I'm doing for this restaurant, but I do it for human services and wellness places? You could see, like, I'm almost unsure of myself. And I go, so first, you know, I just want to make sure do you see where I'm going with this? And ChatGPT goes, yeah, absolutely, I see where you're going with this. And it's really thoughtful, strategic direction. It knows my personality. If you know the DISC personality, an SC needs reassurance. They need to be told that what they're doing is correct and you're okay and it's smart. And let me explain it to you why it's smart. And it goes, yeah, this is really smart. You're craving deeper storytelling. You want an ongoing relationship and values alignment, right? Along the steps of this process, I need to reach out to people that I know to offer this new offering of social media for wellness centers. Now, I had done this video for the equine therapist, and I was saying, okay, I want to reach out to her and have her reach out to people that she knows and basically say, hey, I have this guy who has XYZ offering.
Which is super smart, right? Warm intros, as everybody knows, that's the best kind of intro when you're a business owner.
I know she is a CS. So she also is going to need me to speak to her in the right way, ask the question the right way, and even provide her with like messages that she can reach out to others with. You know, first ChatGPT reaffirms it. It goes, great, this is the warmest, most high trust way to start. You want her message to feel simple, personal, and softly confident. So I'm going to try to find the screenshot, but basically it actually gave me a few different drafts that once this therapist got back to me and said, hey, yeah, actually I have someone, I can give her a few different scripts, a more direct one, a soft one, a warm one, depending on the personality of the person that she reached out to.
Sort of an important aside here. One thing I do when I'm interacting with ChatGPT about business related stuff, I will describe the DISC profile of the people that I'm working with. I just said, this one's a DC, this one's a CS, whatever it happens to be, this one's an ID. And then it will produce approaches, content, whatever that's appropriate for the personality type.
All right. And then the last thing I just wanted to mention is I said, okay, great. I know kind of what the person's expecting going to the call. Well, let's plan out what I'm going to say in the call pretty much and what I want to get done. Well, at first, I just like kind of sent that. And it's like, all right, here's what you should do. And I was like, you know what? There's an excellent podcast I listened to for all of you creatives out there. You should listen to it. It's called the 6-Figure Creative Podcast by Brian Hood. Incredible. He talks about sales in one of his videos, and I was like, I want to incorporate that information into what ChatGPT is going to tell me about this. So what I did is I started a new chat. I uploaded a bunch of transcripts from different videos about sales that this person talked about, and I had ChatGPT kind of make like a one-pager that explained the essence of those podcast. And then I put into this current chat with ChatGPT, and I said, I want you to use this framework when answering my question of how to approach the phone call. And, after a couple of iterations, it gave me this beautiful thing. And it says, okay, great. Yeah. So this is what you want to do. What's called the discovery call framework. You start with the grounded intent. You say, hey, thanks so much for reaching out to me. You want to ask the right questions. You want to reflect what you heard. You want to introduce the possibility of support. Okay.
This is all classic consultant stuff, right?
Yep.
That's how,
And ChatGPT had this information somewhere in its brain, but it might not have laid this all out. It might have just, but I knew one approach that I knew worked for rich people like Alex Hormozy, and I wanted it to copy that. So I fed it and I said, follow the structure. Obviously I had, the scripts it gave it, and some of what it said wasn't perfect, but again, it got me, 70% of the way there.
Yep.
In summary, ChatGPT is an excellent tool. The more you use it for in-depth stuff, the more it's going to understand you. Then when you have brainstorms for certain ideas, it's going to be able to orient you and say, that's a really good idea. This is how you should approach it. And it can even talk to you in ways that you need to be talked to. And that's it for today's episode of ChatGPT, Dad and me. See you guys.
See ya.
And today we're going to be talking about how ChatGPT helped me brainstorm a brand new business offering.
Probably want to do it without
Rubbing my nose.
I do that all the time.
As my personality of an SC, I try to plan as much as I can, understand as much as I can about something before jumping into it. So here I was like, great. So now this therapist is going to reach out to someone. Now I'm going to get on the phone with them. Well, what are they assuming that I'm going to talk about on the call? Like, what do they know about me? I need to approach them the right way. So ChatGPT says, well, here we go. This is what they're going to be thinking about you. Right? You came through a trusted referral. They're going to say, this person is probably legit. I'm curious what exactly he does, and let's see if this could actually solve a problem I have. They're not sold, but they're open-minded and cautiously curious. And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because it's coming from a trusted source. So just even having this input, it's beautiful. It's like my business mentor.
So just sort of an important aside here. One thing I do when I'm interacting with ChatGPT about business related stuff,